few years ago I was shown a copy of the Doncaster Gazette dated 1869, and there was an article in that magazine which referred to the demise of the fish population in the River Don. The river had become grossly polluted. The article also referred to the fact that 100 years before that, salmon had been so prolific in the river system that people even refused to eat them. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could return the river back to that state where salmon were freely moving within the river? Can you imagine what it would be like to be able to witness salmon leaping in the centre of Sheffield?
Thanks to the hard work of many organisations such as the Environment Agency, Yorkshire Water, local authorities and community organisations, our waterways are the healthiest as they've been for the last 20 years. But we need to do more. Our waterways are often a focus for regeneration and economic growth, so continue to improve their quality is important for the people who live and work near those rivers, such as here at the River Don.
The Don Catchment Rivers Trust was formed 5 years ago. The Trust is in a unique position. It works very closely with the Environment Agency, but it's unique in respect to the fact that it can access directly DEFRA funding.
The River Stewardship Company is based in Sheffield. We work on the rivers to improve them and maintain them, improve the habitat and work with local communities. Our partners on the board are Sheffield City Council, Groundwork Sheffield, Sheffield Wildlife Trust, the Environment Agency and a range of community organisations.
We've carried out to date 10 different projects. All of those projects have been focused on improving fish passage, which is a major issue on this river.
We're working on the River Don in a number of ways. We tackle invasive species, remove litter from the river, we do some nice habitat creation, planting, installing otter holts, kingfisher perches, that kind of thing.
At the moment we're working with the owners of the Meadowhall complex on a fish pass project, and we hope to have that project completed by the end of September next year.
We also do a lot of work with local communities. It's really important to us to engage local people in the river. We have a very successful volunteer day that we do every week, and we also do a range of community events.
A clean water environment is fundamental to our well-being, and clean rivers are an attraction to people. They offer opportunities for recreation, angling, canoeing, just simply walking along the riverbank and enjoying the wildlife that the river corridor supports.
Having a healthy river is really important for people in Sheffield. The floods in 2007 had a very detrimental effect on people, and so our work is helping to contribute towards reducing that flood risk. It's also a really important resource for people to have for recreation. People living in a city need these green, tranquil places to take their families and to relax.
Yorkshire Water's investment over the last 2 decades has been absolutely critical to the improvements that we've seen in the ecology of the River Don system. We need that investment, we need that support and commitment to continue into the future if we're going to achieve that shared vision.
Working in partnership runs through everything we do. We work with larger agencies to try and coordinate what everybody's doing on the river a little better. We work with local communities and volunteers to try and support people to do their bit for the river. We found that working alone, there's a limit to what we can do, but working together we can really achieve so much more.
Having the partners working together will really ensure the success of the Don Catchment pilot in terms of providing real benefit for both the environment, for people and for wildlife.
Yorkshire Water have played a vital role in achieving the river that we have today, a river that supports a thriving wildlife population and is a nice place for people to come and visit. We want to work with Yorkshire Water and all our partners to build on this success.
From the Rivers Trust point of view, this is a fantastic opportunity, and we want to grasp it with both hands.
Over the next decade, I'd like to see the eradication of invasive species on the waterways in Sheffield, the reintroduction of salmon to our rivers, and an increase in visitor numbers to the river. And I think working together we can achieve this.
We've reached a milestone in the rehabilitation of the River Don system. We need to take the next step now we need to build on partnership arrangements both with the public sector, private sector and voluntary sector to take that step and achieve true sustainability on the River Don.